Joe, a draw in the Old Firm derby, the penultimate one of the season. How would you sum that one up?
Yeah, we're disappointed. We thought we controlled the game for large parts. We struggled to get the second goal. Kirsty Howard hits the post/crossbar, and I think that goes in. It's a different game, but we didn't create enough. I think they did what they do really well. We allowed them to do that, and that's one of their strengths, and that's something that they're going to bring game in and game out, and we just need to be better on the flip side of that to be able to handle it. I spoke to the players; they're all disappointed, which they should be. But yeah, it's a point, and it's a tough 3-game week, so we've got to take some positives from that and look forward.
Yeah, is a frustration perhaps some of the parts of the second half? Obviously, you mentioned the first half, how you controlled it and stuff. Just frustration. Brilliant goal from Kirsty Howard. Just a wee bit of luck as well, not quite going your way.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think there's parts of the game that we can definitely look at in the second half, because we allowed ourselves to get dragged into not playing football enough. I think the disappointing thing is we didn't make it 2 before half time. It weren't for the lack of spending the majority of the time in their half. That's the frustration a little bit, just being able to relax a little bit more and keep the ball for longer periods of time. So yeah, I think it's one of those things that we've got to look at. The players know straight away. They all said the same thing. So yeah, we look at it, we go again tomorrow.
Yeah, you can obviously the frustration, the goal you conceded, but you can look at positives too. Obviously getting players back from injury too, the likes of Mia getting back on the pitch, Liv McLaughlin back from injury too. So obviously big players coming back for such a big week.
Yeah, and we're going to need everyone. That's the difficulty of it sometimes. I think you look at our substitutions previously and they've had massive impacts, and I think today potentially just lost a little bit of our flow when we made them. But you're looking towards a 3-game week, and we 1-0 up at the time, and you're wanting to push and get another goal because we knew we needed another goal, and that's what can happen on the flip side of it. So yeah, we've got to make sure we're managing moments a little bit better. I was frustrated because their goal came from something that we spoke about at half time, something that we didn't quite get right from half time into the second half. So it's something for us to look at. There's lots of positives in the game as well. I think controlling one of these games in an Old Firm is big. We just need to control it for a lot longer, and bring what we've been bringing in the last few games, and that little bit more composure. So yeah, there's a lot of positives that we can look at, but we've definitely got to look at some of the stuff that we didn't do quite well as well.
Yeah, just lastly, obviously looking to the next instalment of this 3-game week, massive game against Glasgow City coming up. How do you prepare the players for that now?
Yeah, we go again. We, as I say all the time, we're playing against some really good opponents this week. You can't get tougher than playing Celtic, City and Hibs. So we've got to make sure that we're doing our work. I think they're 3 top teams, and they're all striving for the same thing. So it's a big game on Wednesday, and we've got to go again. We've got to recharge. We've got to go in. We've got to look at that game, put it behind us very quickly, and look towards City.